Attention, heads back. Safety bars are coming down. Thanks for riding. Please push your safety bars up.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Lawrence, aka the Small Funny Guy 1. Hope you're all doing okay, hope you're all staying safe through this pandemic, and welcome back. It's time to bring this series back. It's locked down again, so I thought, why not we carry on with this amazing Rollercoaster Tycoon 3 project. Of course, we are making a Small Funny Guy 1 theme park based on rides to do, all with all different videos on the channel, with different partners that are being involved, loads of different things. It's going to be an amazing project. As you can see right now, as me hovering over this park, so far this park is massive, and we're not even halfway through the completion. I mean, you can see some amazing projects over here, like Guitario the ride, the Cosmo Earth ride, of course the massive Rambo ride, and the Octopede. I will tell you about some of the updates that actually have been going off that I did actually do the other day. I actually came on for a little while the other day. Did a few updates, just a little bit of things. That's why I thought I'd update as well in this. This is mainly going to be a recap episode of what's being built and actually what's to come on, of this park. But I'm not actually on my own on this episode. I'm actually joined by the lovely Catherine. Say hello, Kat.
Hello.
Yeah, so Kat actually didn't catch up with a lot of the Rollercoaster Tycoon 3 park, but she actually is going to get to see this pretty much how it's been constructed so far. Just casually going to get to see. From what you can see so far on the game, Kat, in front of the screen, what do you think to the park?
Massive.
just one word description there. Massive.
Yeah, like Alton Towers eat your heart out.
I mean, as you can see, there's a massive variety of attractions. It's not just a one-sided park where there's going to be like just a couple of coasters and then maybe a few flat rides. There is literally a ride for every person that comes into this park.
Yeah.
You've got coasters, you've got flat rides, you've got family attractions, you've got shows, you've got transportation things. It's just a brilliant park so far. I think from all of the projects I've ever done on Rollercoaster Tycoon 3, I personally think this is going to be my favourite that I've ever done. Kat, as you know, obviously you have been a member of the Small Funny Guy 1 since we pretty much started the day in, and you even have your own attractions, and you've also even got your own attraction to come up for this SWF land, the Spider Queen ride. So obviously that will come up at some point. Obviously you'll probably be here when I start constructing that. So to let everybody know, this series is actually going to be uploaded every Friday from now on. The episodes are going to be vary from between, I'd say, half an hour to 45 minutes, because we noticed that the hour special one we didn't get everybody watching it, unfortunately, which is a shame, but that happens. Sometimes long videos, people will be like, yeah, I'm not watching it, it's an hour long, it'll take forever. So, okay, so I think what we'll do is we'll talk a little bit about some of the updates. Actually, no, I think what we'll do is we'll start off of going through each land, talking a little bit about what there is so far and what there is to come. Now, a little thing, obviously, a few people have asked me when am I going to start putting music in for the rides. That will be done when the park is officially completed, because also that is the time we're actually going to start letting guests in. There's no point in letting guests come in yet when the park isn't ready. Yeah, it would be a good thing for maybe the people to come in and then they can see the progress being built over the time, and then of course maybe we start opening each attraction differently, but we're not sure how we're going to do it yet anyway. Obviously Kat hasn't seen all the attractions yet, so obviously you're going to get to see some on ride videos as well today, so that's even better. So obviously Kat can also decide which is probably her favourite ride at the whole attractions, or top 3 at least.
That's going to take some doing.
There's some great attractions, but of course let's start off at the very, very beginning. So, of course, you have the lovely entrance plaza. Obviously, the little river down here with all the lions. And, of course, you've got your food shops and your balloons and toilets and first aid for any people that fall over or die on a ride. But, you know, I love this.
I won't go that far.
No,
anyway.
But anyway, I love this entrance, how it's done. I think this entrance area is done really well, personally. So, of course, I'm just going to play a little bit here. So, as you can see, guys, you've got these signs that show Film Land, Partner Land, Video Land, SWF Land. Look, all these advertisements here coming up to advertise what land we've got coming up. So, on here as well, you've got some of the banners here. So, showing what rides you've got in this area. So, you've got Lawrence Bennett Live, you've got Bagging the Dragon coaster.
Is that a thing dressed up as a shark?
That's
Not that. Like, go further down a bit.
That's a character shark, yes.
Oh,
you've got the Death Rope, you've got Planet Circus, you've got Dance with Lawrence. So there's some of the attractions in this area. So we'll go through some of these.
That's a lovely name to call a ride, Death Rope.
Well, there's a video on the channel called The Death Rope,
yeah,
obviously, which is,
I'm just saying
So-
that sounds very pleading to the audience.
Anyway, I'm just gonna zoom out a bit because I can hear a traction making stupid noises, whatever. So of course, these aren't really based on videos, but of course you've got a nice slide, a spiral slide, of course, Helioscala. You've got a giant slide. I mean, kids are gonna absolutely love that, and of course trampolines.
Mate, I'd flipping love that. Never mind kids.
Cat's obviously going to watch a language as well, guys. Obviously, this is a family series as well, which we're trying to keep. Yeah.
Don't worry, I will. Don't worry.
Of course, you've got this massive ride over here, which is Dance with Lawrence. This is a fantastic ride here. It's really intense, but of course, what we'll be having is one of my dance mixers play. So obviously the rides move with it. Obviously, rides move with it. Over here, obviously this is Videoland. Obviously, like, this is based on some of the smaller videos that aren't as popular on the channel, but you know. Over here you've got the planetarium and Magna tribute. So obviously on my channel I have a lot of Magna Science Adventure Centres videos. So obviously I thought I'd do a little tribute, and obviously I have a planetarium, which is like a little space centre thing. That's really cool. Over here you have I believe this is Lawrence Bennett. Yeah, Lawrence Bennett live on stage. So obviously this is a ride they have called the Karaoke Concert. Now, it's just basically a girl coming out on stage and just dancing and stuff. And you obviously, you actually have all the guests here, and they actually start doing dancing with the, obviously, you know. So there is actually quite a few of these rolled out through the park with different performers you are going to see on the thing, including Levi, Dana, Stevie Moore, Matthew Hickman, obviously have been involved with the channel and things. You are actually going to see them have their music and stuff played, but obviously on this one I will be having one of my dance routines played, so that's pretty cool. This little ride over here is the skate park ride. Now there's a video on my channel that's basically the Killamar skate park. So yeah, it's pretty cool. We will get some of these rides obviously testing, and you can see a little bit what they do. I think we'll do each testing after and stuff. Now over here is possibly one of my favourite attractions that I designed, and one of the first ones, which was Numbers Up to Bagging the Dragon. So Bagging the Dragon was a gameplay I did. It was a very memorable gameplay for it being it's a maths game, and I did absolutely horrendous on it, but I thought I'd do a nice little ride on it. And actually, if you can see, I've actually done a few new additions to this. I've actually put some lamps in, so when the coaster's going around in the dark, you can actually see the coaster going around. So I'll show you the dark. Look at that, with all that fire effect and stuff. It looks really good. A nice hollow tree there as well. So yeah,
Nice, very woody tree.
indeed. So over here we also had a nice little carousel. We'll just call it Lawrence Carousel. Over here is one of the most intense rides of the park, which is the Death Rope. This ride is on a robot arm, and it swings you around like you've never known. But it's one of the most intense rides on the park, and it's actually a really fun one as well.
Just won't advise to eat any dinner when you go on that.
Yeah, don't eat before you go on.
Because
Over here,
you'd lose it.
Before we talk about the next ride, so actually we have some water guns. So for this fantastic ride over here, which is Lawrence's Splish Splash, you've actually got some water guns. So anybody that's on that water ride, if anybody walks up there and starts sitting on them, they can actually squirt people on the ride, which is going to make it even a more wetter ride than it should be. Over here we have a nice little tribute for Planet Circus and Zippo Circus. They both get their attraction. We've got some music actually that's going to be going on there when the park opens. I love this little queue here as well. What we've got for it, nice little Techno queue. Obviously some more shops here. We have a hot dog stall and a t-shirt shop. Over here, another major attraction of the park, of course, the Guitar Hero the ride coaster. I mean, I love it. I love how I did this, obviously, with the buttons, obviously, on the controller, going up the lift hill into the actual coaster, and of course, activating star power halfway through. This ride will have a selection of rock songs played throughout it, such as stuff like Journey, Bon Jovi, Evanescence, you name it. That will be all playing through the area of the ride, the queue, and of course on the ride. So that'll be really unique. So that's just obviously. Sorry guys, let me just zoom in. So of course this is Lawrence Splish Splash, so you can see a better view of how it is, and it is actually, I believe it's a free drop special. So you've got nice long drop for the first one. Sorry, actually no, one nice little drop there, nice long drop for that one. Actually it's a 4 drop special with 2 little drops to finish off, but I bet they will probably be the most wet you get on them ones. And finally in this land we have Party Rock. Now this is a little tribute for the music video with me and 123 Jack at the very start when this channel began. So of course it's basically your average day waltzer. So of course playing Party Rock Anthem, that's when we start putting the music in. I actually did deactivate the music on this game because it was actually making the game take ages to load this area. So obviously when I click on it now, it comes up straight away. When it had the music on, I think it took like 10-15 seconds, so you know, it's not a lot of the time, but obviously we don't have a massive long amount on these videos, so of course, yeah, we want to get through it. So let's have a little tester on some of these rides, of course. This is Dance with Lawrence. So of course you haven't got the music on yet, but of course you can see how intense this ride is going to be. And of course, here we go, we're already spinning. There we go, I mean, it's going to get really intense when it starts going upside down. Wow, there you go. Just an idea. Of course you don't need to see all the trampoline and stuff like that. This is your planetarium where people are actually going to sit down here and watch this big space show go off. We're going to have something, maybe like a little documentary from Magna play. Let's have a ride on the skate park attraction. Now this is your average day disco attraction, which you'll see a lot of theme parks. Of course, here we go, spinning all around. I know Kat's been on quite a few of these disco-based rides. You really like them, don't you?
Yeah, they're actually alright. Get a bit dizzy, not gonna lie, but
of course
takes a lot for me to get dizzy.
Let's have a watch of. So you'll see a little example. So here you go. This is what I meant about the girl coming onto the stage, and then in a minute when she starts dancing and singing, when we do actually have people in the park, like I said, they will actually start dancing and singing there. It's a shame we can't really show it yet, but the thing is, I don't really want to open this park right
Lawrence
now.
has gone through a massive transformation, hasn't he?
Of course, so this is your next attraction, which is the death rope, and you'll of course see how intense this one is. Here we go. Sorry if the sound is a bit louder, guys, do apologise. It is, it's like on a road, opposite my pallet there. So that ride is actually based on a little ride that was a kids park that I went to with my nanans, and you just used to spin around on that. Of course, we've got to visit the #1 attraction in this area of the video land, and of course, Bagging the Dragon. When she sets off, there we go. I'm going to show up for a bit here so you can actually see So here we go, up to the lift hill. Here we go, down in the drop. And up that. Woo! Definitely going to need to turn the sound down. It's quite loud. I apologise. Oh, I'm going through the fire. And there you go. It's just a nice little family attraction. I mean, personally, with it being a family attraction, I think it should at least get a 2-lap special. So that's quite cool. Circus you don't really need to see. Log flume, do you guys need to see that? I don't think so. I mean, it's just a log flume. There's nothing special. But of course, we've got to do. Oh, excuse me. We've got to do Guitar of the Ride. Of course, it's actually it goes upside down, but it is actually a lap bar stand. So yeah. I will turn the sound down, guys, and then so you can hear me a bit more. So just bear with me. But enjoy the ride. Here we go. Down, into a half green line, going back into that green line, and we're holding on to the gear line and we're activating the start now. We're going on and there we go. So that's that one, guys. Just bear with me a second, guys. I'm going to turn the sound down a bit more on this because it is quite loud.
Yep, don't want everyone going deaf.
And of course, you want to hear me a bit more, obviously. Right, okay, so that is. Let me just close all the rides, guys, so we're not having all the noise from them. There we go. So, of course, that's your first land. Kat, what would you say looks like your favourite ride out of that land at the moment?
Probably the Guitar Hero ride.
Ah, okay. Looking forward to getting on that one, I can tell. Okay, guys, so of course, the next area we'll come up to in a minute. But, first of all, I actually want to show you this little beauty. So, during the time when I was on the other day, I thought, well, this area looks a bit bland. There's nothing here. So, of course, I put loads of trees, and I also made a nice little golf course up. So, yeah, that's quite good. I think I've just called it Small Funny Guy Wants Crazy Golf, which is just your average day name for a golf centre, of course. Of course, guys, as you knew that we had some transport stuff up here. We had a little trams that's going to take you to the other ends of the park, which it will do if you just decide you don't want to do this little walk, if you're lazy. Of course, we put some little features in. We put a nice little seahorse fountain, some nice trees over here, and a Pegasus fountain. As you may have noticed as well, when we do actually put the coaster at night, plenty of lights have been installed into the park now. Yes, some lighting does need, more lighting does need adding, but frankly I don't think this park's really going to be open at night anyway. It will be amazing to see at night because of all the rides, you know, at night time and stuff. It's a magical thing to see, not going to lie. So of course we go on to Partner Land. Now of course, this is probably one of my favourite lands. So of course you've got people performances and stuff. You've got names on here: 123 Just Jack, the Ninja King. You've got Catherine Hardy, obviously Cat here. The Mr. One, Danny Askham performances, and a few other names there. So we'll start off with some of the attractions. I'm going to pause this because I don't want actually to go through all this park for the years. So you've got Tower Crazy's Dodgems, so nice classic Dodgems. You've got another trampoline, but you've actually got it for Nath the Blood One, who you may have seen some of his free running videos. Obviously, there's a video of him on his trampoline doing loads of free and jumping. Of course, some of the colours here for a nice little tribute. Catherine Hardy and ABBA tribute. So obviously, this is going to be Kat's show, where she's going to be performing some ABBA songs. We'll have some ABBA songs on playing, obviously, of course. A nice little ride over here. We've got Catherine Hardy's Catherine Wheel, which is your bog standard spinning I can't remember what they're called.
Gravity wheel.
Gravity wheel, that's it. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a good attraction there. Nice filling attraction. We'll get to this big blue coaster over here, which I know you guys are going to love. Over here we have the Ninja King Zero's Samurai Academy. Nice thrilling attraction here. Quite a family based attraction as well, but still got its thrilling there. I love the little exit doors there. It's actually like a scythe, what the Grim Reaper would use, so that's quite cool. Yeah. Of course, so there's also another performances one over here. You've got Danny Askin performances and also Levi Collins live, so that's quite cool. So obviously some of the guys' songs will play, what they usually sing. You have the Arcade Nightly's Arcade, of course, is going to be here where you can play loads of arcade games. That's really good as well. We'll get to some of the bigger attractions soon. Of course, you want to see this bad boy over here, which of course is, sorry for the noise of that annoying ride over there, I'll tell you about that one in a minute. This is Redfern Evolved Rocket Launcher. Now, there's a video on the channel of him hitting me in the back with, like, a Nerf gun rocket thing. So that's what it's based on. It does shoot off at quite a speed with a high speed of 89 miles an hour. Well, call it 90, but yeah. I think we couldn't put it to 90 bang on because it actually came off the track. So yeah, we don't want any. Yeah. We've got another live thing down here. We've actually got, excuse me, Matthew Hickman and Stephen Moore live down here. Just nearly messed the names up for that. Thank you. So of course, two fantastic singers that I know that are going to get their own show as well. So we'll be having some of their songs play. Blobgon Surfing Bird, which is actually a really funny video. It's just of Blobgon dancing, but I don't know why I called it. Actually, no, I did call it Surfing Bird because it's like a surfing ride and stuff. It's your bog standard heave-ho based ride. We've got Tower Crazy's Funhouse. Well, why not have a fun house? It's a great little attraction to have. Kids are going to absolutely love that ride, I know that. Over here we have Mr. John H123's Topple Tower. Pretty intense flat ride here. It's going to be a great one for the guys. Obviously, we will show you what some of these rides do. Over here, a fantastic little track. Well, I say a fantastic little attraction. It's quite a big attraction, but you know, the Miss Star one's Kitty Cat Adventure. We've put some theming in there. Of course, we might show you a bit of on-ride footage of that. Of course, we've got to go over to this massive bad boy over here. 123 Just Jack's video, which is Black Ops The Operation, which actually came on the channel not that long ago, guys. If you've not seen it, go and check it out. But yeah, the ride, which is a really intense roller coaster. Got some really good inversions on here. Nice little building as well for it over here. Of course, we'll get over to this one as well, which is Nath the Blood One's Free Run Adventure, which personally is actually my favourite ride of the whole park so far. It's intense. It goes around some of these corners like you've never known. Jumping over these buildings, as you can see, we've done some like brickwork to make it look like it's it's jumping over the rooftops. So it's quite good. This massive coaster over here, and I mean massive. This is Adamenzo 123's Octopede. This coaster is insane, absolutely insane. We know you guys are going to love it when you do obviously ride it, which we are going to let you ride this one and a few of the others in a few minutes. Heading down here now, we'll get to this big massive dark ride in a moment. Of course, we've also got some smaller attraction, another roller coaster. We have, I think this is actually the biggest land of the park so far, actually, Partner Land. That is until we carry on building in Filmland, which we'll talk about in a bit. This is Ryan Cosford's Back in Time ride. So it's basically just a bog standard simulator ride, but of course we've got like a space theme thing. And of course, another one of my favourite attractions here is Ryan Cosford's Back to the Future Adventure. So of course, something that I didn't with this, obviously it's just shoot off at the 88 miles an hour, just like the DeLorean. Going through some nice track here. Obviously, I put loads of this in. I actually put a massive fence in the other day. Actually, when I was on the game, So obviously no one actually enters the ride and doesn't, get decapitated. We don't want that at our park. It's a nice family theme park. So something I did the other day, this ride actually didn't have no roof. I actually decided to put a roof over top. Put a nice roof over the top, and of course you actually see the fire effect going through the roof, which, worries me a little bit, but of course it does shoot, it starts going quicker and quicker, and then of course shoots the AA right there, and then goes around this track at some speed. So yeah. Okay, so I'll talk a little bit about this area. So I actually decided that we are going to have a little family coaster, a little kids coaster here, which will be a nice attraction. I don't know what we're going to base it off, but there's always time to debate on that. Put some toilets as well up here near there, just in case anyone does need a wee when they get off the tram. Or so.
Especially off that ride, if it shoots off at 8 mile per hour.
Over here we also have the Ninja King Zero's Ninja Stars. This is a Virginia wheel, which are very, very not common attractions anymore. There's actually only one left in the world, and it's actually down at Joyland in Great Yarmouth here in the UK, which we're very lucky to have that one only in the UK anymore. This is a decent little spinning ride. Doesn't do as much spinning as the Tellurian Tub Twist at Joyland, but And of course, the major attraction in this area, 1, 2, 3, Just Jacked, Rambo the ride. I mean, this is a massive, massive dart ride. I mean, Kat, what do you think to some of these rides you're seeing in Partnerland?
Well, just this one, what we're looking at now is
the Rambo ride. I mean, it's massive, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the biggest dart ride I've ever seen in my life. I don't know about you.
Well, I wouldn't say it's the biggest dart ride. You've probably been on bigger dart rides, but
probably. But I'm on about like
in
on
this
a
park.
game.
In this park, it is the biggest dart ride so far, until when we come to this area, which we'll talk a little bit about soon. So, like I said, I've added a few different features on this game. Obviously since obviously the other day when I came on it for quickly. So yeah. So let's show you a little bit of the attractions. We're going to probably be a bit longer on this video than what I wanted to, but that's not a problem because we just kind of wanted to update you with what's So this is your the Catherine wheel, the gravity wheel. Gets off to a nice cracking start, and of course it's going to start lifting up in a minute. It's getting more intense, and here we go. The pistons are off, and there we go. Wow, goes around at some speed. Indeed, it does. We don't need to show you the concert thing again because obviously we're showing you that Dodgems. That's your box on Dodgems. Let's show you the Ninja King Zero's Samurai wheel. Samurai Academy, sorry. I'm thinking of that and the other one. It does make a bit of noise sometimes, I must admit. But yeah, I think we do need a bit of replay. But yeah, it's got quite a fast, intense ride. But good enough. We don't really need to show you the arcade. Of course, we've got to show you the rocket launch. So here we go. Please keep your hands, arms, feet, legs inside the vehicle. Watch out for that tree. There you go. And that is that, but quite intense. Okay, what else shall we show you? Yeah, let's show you the Topple Tower. That's a good ride to show you. So it actually starts spinning and going up to the top. And of course, so this obviously topples and you're still spinning, so it's still a decent, intense flat ride. So not bad at all. I didn't really want to show you this because it's actually one of the most annoying attractions. The sound on this is horrendous. I got a lot of complaints about this ride. Who knows that when I was doing the gameplay, but that's why we're not going to show long of it. Of course, it should start spinning right now. There you go. That is that. I think we should show them a nice little coaster face. Okay, we're going to start off with my favourite one out of this, which is Nave the But One's Freedom Adventure. So it does go around with some speed in it, guys, I'll tell you that. And of course, to make it a bit unique, you have a nice vertical lift up. And here we go, we're going to pick up some speed. Car's getting quite close behind. But in a minute when we go down this big drop, here we go into the first little drop. Corners and course, a nice spiral. Picking the speed up and into this. Okay, oh wow. This is whoa, head chopper. I love head chopper. Decent ride, it is one of my favourite rides. Okay, how about Black Ops The Operation? Right. Slow start off, and of course going down into your first inversion, just like Silver Ride, a little bit like Skyline. So I do apologise that this episode's going to be a little bit longer than what I guys, but you know, at least we're keeping you up to date of what's actually going on in the park, what rides are being built. But if you've not watched any of the episodes, and if you haven't, why haven't you? Go and watch them, they're going to watch, it's a good episode. So like I said guys, every Friday a new episode will come out. We aren't going to be building anything today, because we can't. Yeah, it is a bit of a slow lift, but I promise you guys, once this gets going in a minute, you're going to enjoy it. Quite intense. And there we go, into a nice vertical drop, the top banked hill, curve, down we go, plenty of curves, plenty of even time as well, whoa! I think there was actually a little bit there. Back into the sun.
Well, you did good.
Good one. Okay, so we're just going to close some of the rides, guys, because I can hear all the rides going up everywhere, and yeah, we'll show you a little bit of the Mr. R1's Kitty Cat Adventure. It's not, you know,
very nice.
This is going to have a lot of like nice music going and stuff. Good music. This time there's not really enough theming, guys, but you know,
Funny feeling, I don't know, just a little.
Well, for some reason there was like a form of tiger, probably because it's a bear, so a cat. I don't know.
Well, it is a big cat.
Yes, it is.
It's a type of but yeah,
of course we've got to ride.
But I was just saying for that ride, obviously, just for a mess about, just start playing 9.
Yeah. Yeah, it's different. Cat's excited when you put that Indeed. There we go. Up into lift up. This ride is intense, guys. It's insane. More than to have an MJ 123 for build. Specifically for the park. There we go. Straight to the first. And a massive over the bank turn. And into another lifter. This is where it gets really intense, guys. This part down here, this bank turn, you wait until you get into it. And here we go. Drop into half a loop. And now transition into a massive helix. Still going. There you go, that's an intense helix. Millennium in your heart out. Nice back to the turn. Here we go into another corkscrew. Another faster over that turn. Just getting over there. The high area, slowing down a little bit here, but of course we're going to build the speed back up. Right down here, down on its side here. This is what I meant, guys. Absolutely brilliant ride. Into a twist. Into a half loop, corkscrew, another back turn. More interaction with the other cars there. And here, this is where you're going to be interested right. Slows right down. And just over the top. That's what I love about that part. So, don't worry guys, I'm going to keep an eye out on that when I'm playing this game, because if it does end up having problems and it does actually stall, then yeah.
Which nobody likes.
Yeah, we'll be making some modifications to it. Anyway, here we go. The Ryan Costa's Back to the Future adventure. There's that many rides in there, I can't really know what I want to call it. So of course there'll be some music playing on here, like, you know, the Back to the Future theme, and of course the theme will really kick in, of course, when it goes now. We're going to have all the Back to the Future music playing as well, like Power Low there, don't we? 88 miles an hour! And onto the track, here we go. Whoa! So, not the smoothest ride, but I do like that one. I really do like that ride. Of course, the Ninja King's Ninja Star. You've got to see this one. One of my favourite attractions. I really do like this ride. Oops, going through actually some of the support then for the ride. This is what I mean about roller coaster control. It's a good game, but it's, you know, as it's oh, and we're spinning. Like I said, the thing with Virginia wheels, they can be very unpredictable for spinning. Very, very unpredictable. There we go. Go down. Yeah, so it's quite intense at the start, but then obviously it's slowed down, which is what we want anyway. Let's go back into the station. So let's go back into the station. I like that. I do like that ride. Now, of course, we've got to go to the biggest attraction of this land, and we're going to just show you this as well. So down here at the Rambo ride, of course, you've got all the theming. You've got the nice like muddy queue. Obviously for, like, you know, represent a jungle. You've got like snake. You've actually got snake lanterns, whatever. I'm just gonna change the cars to 1, just so we're not hearing loads of cars going down others. Oops, there we go. So it's called Rambo Blood Spilder Ride. So we're starting off in a fogging adventure through the jungle. And we come to some huts, and for some reason a cactus, even though cactus really aren't there anyway, but you know, all these mystic things, and yeah. and totem poles. So you saw a speaker there as well, guys. That speaker there is there for a reason. So obviously we're going to have sound playing for the ride, probably the Rambo theme, and like people going watch out and stuff. And I'm going to be actually recording some stuff for the rides where it's going like please keep your hands on and keep your legs inside the vehicle and stuff. Got a belly dancer there, and here's Rambo just chilling. But here we get to the serious part of the ride with all these skulls and dead bodies coming here and stuff. Quite dark for a family-based dark ride, I guess. Maybe. I guess it's got some thrilling as well because there is actually a little element in it. So here you go in a moment, guys. A little bit of interaction with the boats, and all these arrows coming at you, swinging. There's a massive boulder there. Interacting with the boats, which I think is really cool. Coming to the next one, I do apologise about the bit of light coming in, but you know, there's a bazaar and some of these bandits and stuff that Rambo has to take out. And here's Rambo taking action on his horse, even though he doesn't ride a horse. There's a pirate ship. Of course, this is the only problem with Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. You haven't got as much freedom as you do on things like Planet Coaster, but you go with what you're going with, don't you, guys? At the end of the day. Here's Rambo trying to take out all these pirates for some reason, or bandits, whatever. And his mate there just helping him out. Oh, and there's a bloke at the end with his. He's going to blow you up. Are you going to get past him before it blows? And you do. And of course, there's loads of explosives here. And what are we doing? We're doing a coastal. What's going to happen, guys? Once you go up, there's only one way to come back down again. Splashing! There you go. And Rambo is there and he saves the day. Yay! I really like that dark ride actually.
With the horse with a knobbly head.
And for some reason the mechanics coming. The ride's not actually even open yet, so I don't know why it's coming here. It's not broken down or anything. So yeah.
He's probably there to watch it.
So what would you say is your favourite ride of this land then, Kat? There's a lot. There's a lot, but you know. Personally for me it's the Rambo ride. I love the theme and stuff on it. And also the free running adventure. It's quite hard to pick, isn't it?
Yeah, it is pretty difficult.
So I'll show you a little bit of this, guys. So this is the observation tower, which once it gets going. And there we go. So actually, you can see out along the park. You get a nice 360-degree view of the park here, guys. Look at this. Fantastic. Got the sun blaring in your eyes there. That's the only problem. But fair enough. Oh, there you go. You can see it now. That's good. That's really good, actually. Of course, you've got the. Let's just shut them rides and stuff. We'll take you on a little tour of the trams because, yeah. So of course you take this little view on the trams as you go into the other areas of the park. So you see some of the rides going off here. That's cool. Got a fire effect going off there. Of course, on the coming back, you can see all the other rides. Of course, we're going to get to the final land of this park. Of course, the film land. Now, film land isn't actually complete yet. We're getting there. We're about, I'd say, a quarter away because we have got two major dark ride attractions coming for this. Or maybe a dark ride and a roller coaster. We're not 100% sure yet. But anyway, turn the trams off because they're annoying. Right. So, of course, you've got Filmland, which of course over here you're going to have things like Cuz Battle Earth, The End of the World, and Zombie Domination. Of course, at the moment we've only got the Cuz Battle Earth rides, but look at this for an attraction, guys. This is Cuz Battle Earth, the ride. There's 3 different coasters for 3 different superheroes. We'll get to that one in a minute. I'll actually explain a little few things I've done. I've actually put the terrain change in here as well. You've got Dr. Boom's Faithful Drop, which is a little name rip-off of Dr. Doom's Faithful Drop at Islands of Adventure in Universal, Florida. You've got Air Riders Swirling Tornadoes, which is obviously a teacup ride. Yeah. You've got Dr. Boom's TNT, which is your kind of like, it's like a pendulous-based ride. Obviously, and it's themed to TNT. Look, it's even got the TNT box on top, and you're actually sitting in a bit of a piece of TNT, so it's really cool. Over here, you've got Speedo Speedometer. This is a massive, massive flat ride. Probably one of the most intense ones on the park. Obviously, it swings at some amazing speeds. You've got Air Riders Wing Glider over here, which I think is another fantastic flat ride. Now, I'm not a massive fan of flat rides, but I do like all the looks of these ones. I think they're all good. So you've got a nice little family one there, and of course you've got the well, I'd say they're two family rides, and of course you've got 3 quite intense ones. Now, of course, you've only got one speeder flat ride here, so I am thinking of building probably one more within this area. Sorry guys, it's just people walking past making noise and stuff. So, and then of course, as I said about these coasters. So over here, if you've noticed, I've also put a wall in, so obviously no one can enter the ride, no one can enter the tracks and get knocked over. So that's pretty good. Over here we also have now another ride edition. So this is to do with Dr. Boom, with Dr. Boom's ride, which is a spinning coaster. So when you actually come part onto the track, some of it topples over. So I will actually show you what it does. So without actually showing you on ride, because I don't really want to show you on ride yet. So it comes down the track, and of course look at this little effect over here. So the oil spill, it's all going mad, and then of course it all blows up and it topples over, but just misses your car, which is really, I think it's a really good effect. To be fair, it's a really nice effect to the ride. So yeah, I actually did modify the Air Rider flying coaster, and I also modified the speeder coaster as well. Yeah, so they've had some track changes. Of course, we'll show you a little bit of the on-ride stuff. We're going to be quick because we are actually pushing for time now. This is probably going to be an hour episode, but oh well. Of course, got a little drop tower here. And of course, it's going to go any second now. There we go, right into the ground. You don't really need to view the teacup ride. Let's have a look on Dr. Boom's TNT. Yeah, so it's a bog standard thing, but I do like this at the top. So look, you can see the TNT thing pushing down, which is really cool. I think that's a really cool effect, actually. Of course, we're going to show you Speedo Speedometer. And there we go. Just get going, guys, I'll tell you that. There's an issue with this as well, with this ride. So obviously you've got people here at the bottom, and you've got people there at the other side. So obviously people are there, and then obviously people are there. And when people are actually getting on the ride, instead of it actually spinning around to let people on, it just instantly puts people at the top. So it's like they've jumped up like 200 feet to it, which is a bit stupid, but never mind. It's a game. Here's Air Rider's Wing Glider, which is actually a nice little flat ride, which is really cool. So it's kind of like your what they call it. What's the ride path from Thunder? The Wing Glider thing, the one that you went on at Fancy Island, a bit like this.
Oh, Starfly.
Yeah, a bit like a Starfly, but this one is quite more intense in its swing, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah. Of course, we're going to show you these coasters, of course, because the Battle Earth one. Let's just close all them so they're not making noise. Of course, we'll show you the spinning coaster first. Just going to warn you guys, this one does spin an insane amount. I think it looks really good actually, all them rides. So guys, like I said, obviously we're going to open the park when all the rides are being released. We actually have some more rides coming into the park as well. And we actually decide over there. I'll tell you about it. I mean, it spins a lot, so it's sit. And it doesn't even go upside down, and into a loop, spinning loop. I don't think anyone will go on this. But never say never. So.
And it is a game after all, so anything can happen.
Okay, let's go on Air Riders flying coaster. And you actually get a view of the thing going off over there as well. Just going on. So yeah, I did actually modify this ride some of the track because actually I didn't even get round the track at all. So you would have gone on it and you would have stalled. So that wouldn't have been a very good thing for everyone there, would it? So there we go. Turn, just curving into a half loop, laid on the back. That's intense. Back to the turn, course going on to the turn, probably do need to speed that down a little bit, not going to lie, but you know. And of course, Speedo, which is probably the fastest ride out of this park. Hold on tight. Setting off at a massive speed there, guys. So a lot of this track was actually where it is now. Here is where it ended. This is all new for me, guys. Of course, putting the brakes on the ground. Quick coming back into station. So there you go, guys. That's your rides. What were your favourite ride out of that one, Cap?
Probably what were it called now? The Air Rider.
Oh, the Air Rider coaster. That's cool.
Yeah, it reminds me of Galactica in a bigger way. So
yeah. So of course, guys, there's plenty of stuff to come on this park. There's absolutely loads more to come. Loads more theming. Loads more fun rides to come. Like I said, it's going to be every Friday a new episode. So of course, please come back and watch it because you're going to see some amazing stuff. The episodes will be between half an hour and 35 minutes. I just thought this one's going to be a bit longer because of course we've had on ride footage. We've had on obviously what stuff's to come up. So of course. Over here is going to be the Zombie Domination ride and the End of the World ride. I'm not 100% sure what's going to be a dark ride yet and what's going to be a roller coaster. I think we need 2 dark rides personally, but let's see what happens. Of course, we will be also putting some peeps into the park. Of course, all this land is going to be SWF land right over here, which is going to be amazing when it gets built. And of course some new additions as well to the park. And of course this little family coaster as well. So anyways guys, thank you very much for watching. Sorry it has been a long episode, but at least you've got to see what's been going off anyway. So thank you very much to Catherine for joining me. She will probably join me on some of the future episodes and and of course guys, also to mention, Catherine's also going to be getting her own theme park made over on her channel. So of course when we start doing that we will let you know, and of course you can go over there and watch that episode as well when that starts. So Thank you very much for watching, guys. We will see you all in the next one. Please stay safe. Please take care. Hope you're all doing well, guys. Love you all. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.
Bye.